could wear the mask.
I am your father.
Get over here!
This is the way.
Purchase your tracks today.
Iron Man.
Alright guys, welcome back to the house that Retro built. This is the Retro Toy Closet with another February review Hot Toy unboxing. And yeah, this is the last day of the month. And we're finally getting around to doing this Miles Morales. We received the first one about a week and a half ago, and I got this one in probably about Tuesday of last week. But I've been that busy. But here we are now. We are going to get into this review and see how this one stacks. How does this one compare to the ones that are already out of the Spider-Man PS4, only PS4. Because this is basically the first one we consider PS4, PS5. So, this is the video game series of Spider-Man. And this is for the standalone game for Miles Morales, which I have still not played, even though I bought it for JXP2 and Mr. Fallen. And yeah, just from the game footage that I've seen with them playing, it looks like an amazing game. But this is about the figure today, so let's go ahead and get into this figure. VGML46 is the parts number, SKU number, whatever you want to call it. It's basically the model number for this figure. Straight from Hong Kong. Hot Toys. You see, backside you have all your legal information. The side, just a very simple stencil type red design that kind of pops because it has that gloss to it. And then you have Miles Morales with his spider sting effect on his hand. Yeah, just from that front cover, it looks badass. So let's go ahead and get this sucker out of the box and see what all he comes with. Okay, accessory-wise, this sucker is like packed to the T. I'm slowly going to just pull everything out one by one, but this is what we came to see right here. And this suit, in person, it pops. Like, I've seen multiple images online, because unfortunately, I'm not one of those guys that feel like I need the order from Hong Kong. Like, I got to have it day one, especially this time of the year, because I'm extremely busy with my full-time job. But actually holding this thing in hand, seeing it in person, this thing pops. Like, they picked the perfect body for a Spider-Man figure. I like the gloss black on this nice neutral flat black that actually has some nice texture in it. And then this red, oh my god, that like really pops. And it's all part of the suit. It doesn't look like it's a separate decal or anything that's going to separate. I kind of had those arms bent for 4 or 5 days, and you will get some creasing, but I'm one of those guys, I just really don't care. If I'm paying this money to actually display it, I want to see it. Otherwise, go buy statues. Okay, so we come up to the hands. Tons of detail. Like, wow. There's a lot of popping right there. And the cool thing about this one, he actually has... Here, let me pull it out. Put Miles over here. Oh, you know what? Before I get to that, that's his shoes. I know some people are doing a little online bickering, saying that they should have just did the full-blown Adidas, but, you know, Hot Toys has got to keep it within the realm of not getting hit with copyrights, because even though they draw these characters in the games and all that, you know, they can still get hit with copyrights, which I don't know how that would actually work, because Sony is owned, or Spider-Man's owned by Sony, so you would think, like, the Sony headphones and all that, they'd be alright, but we've already seen, you know, how Hot Toys kind of handles that type of stuff. So, anyhow, this is the first tray that's basically adhered to the front with tape. You get his little lighting effect that basically just loops right on his hands. JXP2 has already put those on his mouths. They look cool, but it all depends on your pose and how you do it. I don't know. They're a little too cartoony for me, so I more than likely won't be using them. And then hands. Right there, you get 4 additional sets of hands. As you can tell, the fists, I had already removed them because they always come with the stock fists. I put the open palms on Miles. But the one thing I thought that was pretty cool is they actually have this whole new thing they do. Let's see if I can get it off. Okay, so they have this whole new thing where you pop this off. Actually, I'm not even going to do it because I just have that bad luck, and I don't want to have bad luck on camera. Anyhow, you take this section off the web flipping hands, and then this goes into that spot. And this is how we're attaching the spider webs onto the hands now. So, you know, that's for some people a cool effect. Others may not like it. Me, I like it. It's cool. It's showing Hot Toys is advancing, but just trying to pull on that piece right there. It felt a little tight. I'm going to just play it safe and leave it as is. I probably won't even put those hands on mine, honestly. I kind of go back and forth with my Spider-Man poses. Like, I have some with the web flipping hands, but then I have others I just kind of like to change it up. So I was thinking about doing something where it looks like he's like kind of like crawling, because he's clearly going to go in my PS4 Spider-Man case. Okay, so aside from your hands and your Venom attack features, here, let's move Miles out of the way before I knock him over. We also get Spider-Man, as they call him in the game. And surprisingly, this thing is very well detailed. Everybody and their mother is displaying him in the backpack, but I don't know what I'm going to do with him or if I'm even going to use him. I'm not selling it, clearly. I don't get why people do that, like sell the accessories and then they want to sell the figure later and it's incomplete. Okay, so you get another sculpted piece. This sculpted piece is actually for the backpack. You actually take this off and you pop this one into place, and this allows you to put Mr. Spider-Man in the backpack. So we're going to go ahead and do this one. And as you can see, just pop right out. And you take old Spider-Puss, Spider-Man, whatever you want to call him. Put him right there. Bada boom, bada bing. Push him down some. And then you have, oh, Spiderman, the bodega cat, in the backpack. So that's like a cool little effect right there. You know, it actually holds very solid. I don't know. Maybe I'll put the little backpack off to the side of my display so you can still see Spider-Man, as they call him. Okay, so all the classic webs. There's no reason to pull the webs out. Everybody knows what they are. Especially this one. This is like that new one that they've been putting out for the past year and a half. That's what comes with all the Spider-Man. You get these headphones, which, like I said before, if Spider-Man is licensed by Sony, I don't know why they didn't put any branding on it. I've already put them on the head and they look very odd, so this is definitely a piece I will not be using, so it'll stay in the box. Then you get this. This is his winner wardrobe. I do want to use this, but I think if Lim Toys comes up with another head sculpt like they did for the Peter Parker, I want to do a casual dress Miles Morales with this stuff on. I think that'll look pretty cool. As far as just the figure itself, I don't want to put that on. You get your extra wrist pegs, cone web effect, the other webs, which I said I'm not going to pull out. And we get this cool Spider-Man base. Like, this is like the current design. They ran this for all the PS4 Spider-Man suits. But it's like that red with the red and black silhouette on the backside. Looks really good. Miles Morales. Nice, clean, simple, to the point. Just the way I like it. Looks really good. And that is all he pretty much comes with. This one does come with a flight stand. Which, for Spider-Man, yes, you gotta have a flight stand. But, you know, I kind of wish they came with a flight stand and a crotch grabber. So it kind of gave you your own choice of which one you want to go with. There's been tons of figures that have come out over the past 2 years. They kind of stick you with a flight stand, and it's like, they're honestly too big. That being the Iron Man figures. You put them on those flight stands, and you will come home and find them flopped over. So I definitely don't like that. Other than that, yeah, that's all he comes with. There's nothing else in that box. So let's go ahead and, like we always like to do, we'll go ahead and pull out some other figures, see how he scales up with them, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here we have Scarlet Spider standing next to Miles Morales, and they have them almost at the same height, which is kind of a for some people, because they feel that Miles Morales is supposed to be younger than Peter Parker, and he should be clearly shorter than him, that's what they did in Into the Spider-Verse. I'm trying to make sure I got this thing perfectly standing straight. No slouching, no leaning. He's been in flight pose for easily 2 years, and he's acting like he doesn't want to stand. So there we go. Oh. Miles is just a touch shorter. Right there, you can see it. He's just a touch shorter than Peter Parker. And you put him back to back. There you go. Oh. He is a little bit shorter, but for some people, I don't know. People just always feel like they got to find something to complain about. I think he's going to fit in perfectly fine to the scale size. The body choice is clearly the perfect choice for Miles Morales, because you can just tell by the size of the arms alone. Just on Scarlet Spider. Look at Scarlet Spider's arm, biceps, compared to Miles Morales' biceps. Night and day. You can clearly tell that one is bigger than the other. And with the heads, you could tell Miles Morales is shorter than Scarlet Spider. Which the Peter Parker ones, they use the same body throughout the line. I think there's only like 2 of them they actually changed the body up. So the height, the fit, perfect. Yeah, just the color palettes alone right there, that looks really good. You know, the only other accessory that I did forget about, which I always forget whenever I review these Spider-Man, is the swap out eyes. I'm not a big fan of the swap out eyes. It's a cool accessory if you're someone that's constantly got them out doing poses and pictures and everything. I usually do like a picture in the beginning, and they'll sit there for months on end before I even think about wanting to do another picture. And I don't swap the eyes out. Like, I've had the Deadpool Hot Toy one. I've never swapped the eyes out. So that's just me. That's the only other accessory I forgot to mention, which we already know what Spider-Man eyes look like. Closing comments. Solid figure. Very excited. Very happy. And you know, before we get any further, I want to talk about something. Let me go grab it. Okay, so I recently just picked up this Young Rich 1/6 scale figure. This is supposed to be the Miles 3.0. I was excited. Came in on Thursday of last week. I do the unboxing. before I was about ready to shoot the video because I wanted to knock out both videos at the same time, and it aggravated me so much I actually stopped, and I'm just now recording this video for the PS4 5 Miles Morales. So as for this Young Rich, this would have been my first piece of going into the Spider-Verse, and they sent me a defective product, and I was not happy about it. Still waiting to hear back from a certain company. Not going to say their name because honestly, I've been getting nothing but crappy customer service from them over the past 3 months. So I think I'm coming down to my last couple orders with them. But anyhow, I got this 3.0 Miles already with a broken arm. And this is just horrible. This one, that's all you hear. Like, these arms are so bad. And this one doesn't even bend. This arm does not bend at all. So I had just took the shirt off and everything. To see what the heck was going on. So this review right here has been put on hold, which I was excited because they don't give a damn about copyrights. Look at that. We got some Jordan 1s that look phenomenal. But unfortunately, I got to put that review on hold. Yeah, this body is just like a horrible one. Like, I think I barely stand. I'm going to lean down here to pick up the head sculpt just so you guys can see it. It came with 2 different head sculpts. More. See, I knew he was going to fall. Like, this body will not stand. You definitely have to use the figure stand with this one. So, these are the 2 head sculpts he comes with. And this is like his hey when he's talking to Gwen Stacy, and then that's just looking off to the side like, okay, cartoon animation. These actually look pretty solid, but this review will have to be for another day. So I was wanting to do like a whole Into the Spider-Verse, both of them at the same time. One is clearly going to have to be put on hold, but stick around to the end. This boy right here, Hot Toys did their job. They gave him his justice. He holds together perfectly fine. So we're definitely going to have a little photo session like we always do. So like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, before I say that last bit, the Underground King has been canceled. If you don't follow us on Instagram, I put it on Instagram. That one canceled. Not doing it. It's way oversized, and when you have a company waiting till the very last moment after you've already paid, tell you that you got to pay them $200 for shipping, yeah, that's a big no-no. So, stay retro, guys. See you in the next video.